It is time for the highly requested and long-awaited room tour. By highly requested and long-awaited, I mean quite literally no one asked for this, but I spent way too much time working on this room by myself with the help of my parents, making this thing happen, so I'm gonna share it with you. Okay, quick little background before we really get into it. I decided to renovate my room after I graduated in May because I realized that every time that I came home and I was at home for more than like 3 days, I started reverting back to my old self, like my old coping mechanisms, my old habits, things like that. The last time I lived here full time, I was 17, 18 years old, and we were in the deep pandemic. So a lot of that mental health stuff was not working for me back then, and I really do not want to revert back to that version of myself. Love her, she got me to where I am, but like, we don't need that anymore. So I decided to make my space a place that reflects who I am now. Much more open, a lot less cluttered, things like that. Also, the entire time I was away at school, my parents kept on like bringing stuff into my room that were like childhood things that they wanted me to like go through, and it just started building like a little pile of clutter in the corner of my room that I couldn't deal with because I was 2 hours away, 100 miles away. But anyway, all of that to say, I made a new space for myself and I'm absolutely in love with it. I do still have some storage things I need to work out, but that is not the point. The point is that on the surface, she's looking good. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is my room before I started renovating it. I had like cleaned it up a little bit and taken some things out, but like it's not like it's bad, it's just not like great. I have a green rug and I need a new paint job. There's also like a lot of clutter everywhere, so I just need to clear it out. It's like cute, but it's not like my favorite. Okay, we're starting off strong with my picture wall. I love my picture wall. It's like one of my favorite things in my room. It's kind of like a replacement for if I had a Jordan sort of like sign somewhere in my room as like a cute background for videos, but it just has all the people I love, all the people I care about, and things that inspire me all in one wall just to look at. It makes me happy. Next is my closet. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here. So I have my shoe organizer, and then this organizer you can't really see, but it's a black organizer that just has all of my work clothes that couldn't fit in my other drawers and things like that, things for the gym and stuff like that. So that's all that's in there. Then I have my big purses and my little purses, and then I have my other hanging clothes where I organized it by color and then by garment. However, I realized that I have a lot more black clothing than I thought I did, and if you see my drawers, you'd see there's even more black clothing. And then I put this in by myself, super proud. Call me Bob the Builder, call me Handy Manny. I put my sheets up there just because there's no need to have them like in the current space that I use all the time, so I put it up there, hide it. Then I have my avatar posters. These are my favorite. I have my 3-tier organizer and my little crochet bin with a couple blankets as well. And then I have my bed. So there's nothing crazy going on with my bed right now, especially because I have my black and gray sheets on, but I have the silk sheets and silk pillowcases. The silk sheets kind of get cool in the summer, which is nice, but they're also cold in the winter. So I'll probably switch that around. And then of course I have my silk pillowcases, which I love. They're great for my skin and they're great for my hair. So we're moving on. And then there's my mirror. I love my mirror. It's huge. I feel like such a cute little influencer moment when I'm just like standing in front of the mirror getting ready. It's also right next to my skincare stuff, so I can do my skincare there, but I love it. It's huge. Also, ignore the way that my mouth is not matching up what I'm saying. I'm doing like a little voiceover because I did not know what I was saying when I was filming it originally. But anyway, so I have my skincare, my jewelry, all of my books, and then I have my self-care stuff like coloring books and things like that. A little reminder of gratitude. I always go to this corner when I'm doing my skincare and my morning stuff anyway. So there's that, and I can look at my mirror as I'm expressing gratitude for life. I got new curtains and took down the kind of blinds just because I felt like it wasn't a great look anymore, and I just close them when I'm getting changed. Then I have my 2 college diplomas. Yup, your girl's educated, as well as these 2 posters that I found on Etsy, and I just printed them out from like Staples or something like that. But yeah, so that's essentially what those posters are and what the diplomas are. And then I have these organizers. The top 3 are filled with things from my childhood, like really unnecessary, and then the bottom 3 are all my clothes. I will not be opening it because it's a mess, an absolute mess. And then we move over to my desk. I have my vision board for 2024. I love looking at it. It makes me super happy. I'll be making a new one for 2025, and I'll be making a video on how I do that for later. But it's nice to just look at when I'm sitting at my desk doing my things with my organizer, my tissue, my little fake plant, my candle, and just like a nice little setup. But I'll make a video on the vision board on TikTok eventually, so look out for that. And then there's a couple other things I need to add as decoration, and then I have my cork boards on the side, but I looked at that super briefly. But yeah, so there's that. And then I'm just showing you what my room looks like with the lights off because we don't do overhead lighting anymore. I have my little twinkle lights and I have my little like lamps on my desk. There's no need for it. I'm sorry, this is like really a lot of movement, but essentially this is what the room looks like most times when the sun is out. I have my curtains open, so it's like natural lighting and it gets really bright in here, and I wish I did this earlier so you could see that, but sorry if you're getting any sort of motion sickness. I just wanted to show you what my room looked like without the overhead lighting coming in like that. But yeah, so that's my room. I'm really excited about it. I'm really happy with it. I'm really just like, I come home every day and I'm just like super excited to be in my room and be in my space. And my brother's doing his room next, and I'm really excited for him because he really likes to be in his room. So it'll be a great kind of like way to make his room his own space again. But anyway, very excited about my room. If you had any questions about anything at all in my room, a lot of the stuff I got online or I got recently, so it should still be around. And otherwise, that's kind of it. I mentioned that I was gonna do a vision board video, so look out for that. I'll be doing it on TikTok, so follow my TikTok. I think it's like On the Edge of Jordy. It's linked down below. There's also going to be a process video coming soon, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna split it into 2 videos or just do one big one, but it's just gonna show you the whole process of like tearing everything down from what it looked like before and building it back up to what it looked like now. There are a couple things that won't be in there, like putting in that shelf or things like that, but again, like it was honestly kind of embarrassing the way that I had to fight with that shelf to get it up there, so I don't want to have that on video anyway. But yeah, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below, and otherwise I will see you guys in the next one, and I love you so much. Bye.